I'm talking about artificial intelligence in fiction, and today I'd like to discuss Hyperion and also The Fall of Hyperion, the duology written by Dan Simmons in the late 1980s. I would almost call these books as much fantasy as they are science fiction. The artificial intelligence in Hyperion is known as the Technocore, and it's a place that holds a whole civilization of AIs. The Technocore seceded from humanity in the distant past of this story and have gone their own way and live in their own place, and they stay mostly aloof from people, but they do have some contact with humans, both kind of directly through the fat line transmitting system and indirectly or sometimes covertly through what they call cybrids, which are basically androids that look like humans. I think maybe have the bodies of humans, but somehow their minds are tied into AIs living in the Technocore. The artificial intelligence in Hyperion on my AI tech versus magic scale would have to be called magic. Dan Simmons is completely hand-wavy about how his artificial intelligence works or where it lives. He sometimes talks about it living in the Farcaster network or the void that binds or the megasphere. He's super hand-wavy. They might live in like a cosmic cloud somewhere. He doesn't care. To answer the question of whether the Technocore is good or evil is a pretty good-sized spoiler. And so I want anyone who has not read Hyperion to stop the recording. Even though the Technocore AIs did create things humans find useful, like the Farcaster network and the fatline communications, basically they're faster than light travel that ties the web of worlds together. They're also the entities that help to destroy the Earth by putting a black hole in the center of it. We eventually learn that they created the Shrike in the far future. In fact, I would say they're in the top right corner of my quadrant. They are extremely magically powerful, and they are extremely hostile and evil. And we will maybe be able to compare and contrast that to artificial intelligence in other stories. Next time, perhaps we'll talk about Neuromancer, and maybe also upcoming, we'll talk about Scythe. And those AIs, I think, are different both in terms of how magical they are and also in how hostile they are towards humanity. Or maybe they're not. We'll find out.